Hi everyone, we're here with Shalamar after their Cambridge show. So we've got your questions that you've submitted through Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, through the Shalamar Friends page and from Howard's page as well. So we're going to ask Howard, Carolyn and Jeffrey your questions, but to start off with, guys, can you tell us about the tour so far?
It's been great.
It's been good. We've been having a really good time. Crowds have been amazing, and good shows, great shows.
Great shows.
First question is from Sophie Anderson, who would like to know if you could choose just one other musician to collaborate with, alive or deceased, past or present, who would it be?
Wow. For me, it would have been Marvin Gaye. Marvin, I would have enjoyed. I think I would have enjoyed the collaboration with Marvin, and it kind of got a chance to do in an off-brand kind of way, because I worked with Leon Ware, who actually did the I Want You album, and had the I Want You album was done. Marvin heard it and he wanted to do it, and then they just redid everything with Marvin's voice on it. So I got a chance to work a bunch of times with Leon, so that was kind of pseudo Marvin, because because it was the way that he wrote. But for me, it would be Marvin Gaye.
How about you, Jeffrey?
Oh my goodness.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's because I like so many people and so many different things. I would still have to say Sakamoto Ryuichi. He's a Japanese composer, and his last project was he did the music to the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Revenant. So he did the soundtrack for that. And I actually almost worked with him in '86. He invited me in the studio with him for his album Futurista, and we almost did it then. But because if he does jazz, if he does rock, if he does Jamaican style, reggae, whatever he does, classical, it's the best. And he's a master of all genres of music, so I would have to say Ryuichi Sakamoto.
And Carolyn?
Like I said, it is a hard one. But I think for me, it's a toss-up, because I love Layla Hathaway. And I think Donnie, I love Layla for many different reasons. But because I think she finally came along and resonated with me, because that low, sexy tone. I've always had a rasp, and I grew up in an age where singers they were sopranos and had these high voices. And when she came along, she really showed me, made me comfortable in my skin, that it was okay to be sultry and to have that nice resin and that range. So, I feel that we would sound really good together. So Layla, if you're watching this,
Contact Carolyn. Good answers. Our next question comes from Denzel Weaver, who would like to know, what did you honestly think of Mary J. Blige's remake of A Night to Remember?
Wow, it was an honor. It was an honor.
I loved it.
Yeah.
You're always honored when somebody does a remake of your material, and it's because they say what is it?
Imitation is
the best form of flattery, and that was her interpretation of A Night to Remember,
and it was a good one.
It was a good one.
You never go wrong.
I just want them to play it more.
Yeah.
Never go wrong with Mary J. Blige.
Exactly.
She's on point. She's always on point.
Speaking of singles, Sandy Gray from Jamaica would like to know, is there any new music coming out soon? And she adds, I love the classics, but would love to hear some new jams. I'm sure it will be great.
We just actually got an opportunity to do a single with none other than the great Leon Silvers.
Leon
the third.
Yeah. It's an amazing song. Leon and I had been working on a couple of songs for my next solo project, and he brought a song to me that when I listened to it, I said, man, this has got to be Shalamar. It's got to be. I said, it's not. This song is not for me to do. This is a Shalamar song. It sounds like Shalamar 2016, and it's amazing. And we're very, very excited about. We're done with everything. He has to mix it, and once we mix it, get the business together and everything as far as putting it out there, then we'll put it out there.
Just want to let you know, though, it's the real thing.
It's the real
The
thing.
real thing.
The real thing. Not a knockoff.
Regina Rogers, who happens to be from Akron, Ohio.
Regina Rogers. I know. I know Regina Rogers. Wow.
Look at his face.
Yeah.
She went to school with you, I believe.
She went to school
Wow.
with me. Yeah, Regina Rogers.
Regina would like to know, what food do you order each time you go out?
What food do we order?
Yeah, that's a question.
That would be a Regina Rogers question. I remember you, Regina. Order food when we go out.
What type of food?
Man, you know, it's for me it's hard to say because I like a variety of things, but then you get into the whole situation of like eating just to fuel your body. You know, a lot of times on the road it's hard to do that because you end up like last night. I told Jeffrey I couldn't believe I was sitting up there eating grilled shrimp and some mushrooms
Mushroom and bean sprouts or something.
and bring something like that at 12:30 in the
12:30.
morning. You know, sitting in my room with a little bit of brown rice. But you know,
But I'll tell you this: when Howard goes to Nigeria, he gets down with some jollof rice.
Shot some jollof rice.
I like different stuff. I like the sample and experience different foods.
You already know my answer.
Yeah, healthy food.
Well, a lot of times, like I say, we do our meal prep, of course, you know, being in the gym all the time. But on the road, like Howard said, I set out on this journey to say there's no excuses and everything else. Sometimes you just have to grab what's there. So, you know what? I had a kebab last night. That was a great choice. Kebab, some nice healthy chicken breast. That's not always available, but I would rather have something healthy if I can get it. Browns was a great choice today. Chicken breast and
Browns is good.
vegetables and asparagus and clean eating. That's what I would prefer.
And some M&Ms.
Ooh, and some Oreo cookies.
My favorite is Mexican food in order. Soul food, Japanese, Chinese. So I eat almost everything. I just don't eat pork, and I just don't eat. Well, you guys wouldn't know that. Uni. Sea urchin. Uni. But I just don't like
Oh, yeah, I
pork.
don't like sea.
Pork and sea urchin is the only things that basically I don't like to eat. But I'm good with almost anything.
From Donald Walker, who's coming to see you in Glasgow next week.
Oh.
All right.
Donald would like to know, quite interesting question, which track do you find the hardest to perform vocally?
Which track?
I can do that first. For me, I don't know why lately, Full of Fire. For some reason, I just can't catch my wind. That is a windy song. I love it. But
You gotta get good breath.
I
going.
do. I really do.
Get all that stuff out.
get all that stuff
All
out.
that stuff out. Yeah.
It'll be
Get it out
windy.
seriously, man. Because if you run out of breath, it's like
It's
crazy.
terrible. Yeah, it is.
Crazy. I don't know. For me, the most strenuous song is "There It Is," and that's why I'm glad we broke it down to one verse, and then and then be done with it. You know, do the breakdown, then we're finished with it. But for me, that's if there's any difficult songs, that would be the difficult song for me.
Jeffrey.
I don't know. I don't think I have a difficult song.
Excuse me.
I mean, Howard actually he has to tackle most of the lead vocals, so that question may be more suitable for him and Baby Girl too. But for me,
But I couldn't do your parts
Because
because your
I'm-
parts are so high.
I'm up and down. Either I'm singing the highest or I'm singing the lowest. So I'm always singing here within the harmonies and stuff like that. So for me,
That's because he's got the skills.
So maybe Full of Fire the hardest vocally.
For
and
me,
There
yeah.
It Is the hardest to remember.
To remember, right?
Yeah.
Well, now it's not difficult because we're just doing the one verse.
Yeah.